This for the last couple of months, was it each round? Did it go as planned?
Of course, everything that we set our sights on to do in the fight, we executed it. I wanted to do a little more, but my coaches wanted me to keep doing what I was doing that was working. So I had to make sure that I was disciplined and keep doing what was working.
And then I know you said you weren't surprised, obviously, in how you dominated, but was there any surprise that as the fight went on, he typically feeds off those later rounds and builds momentum, but it appeared that he got more frustrated and weaker maybe, or less conditioned? Did that surprise you at all?
I don't think he was less conditioned or anything. I just think I was the better man. I think you're not giving him enough credit, and you're trying to take things away from him. He was 1,000% prepared. I just think I was the better man today.
But so much goes on behind the scenes that we never get to see. The long nights of preparation, sticking with the same team through adversity and many years of preparation. When you look into the faces of your team after achieving this win, how do you feel looking at all these people that have helped you carry yourself to success?
Oh, I feel great, because they've been doubted just like me. When people doubt me, they doubt my team. They think my team can't, take me to where I want to go because they don't have the recognition of being in a big city and have this big following. But, a lot of great fighters coming through our stable, and, they paving the way, for the next generation. And, I'm the forefront, and we ain't doing nothing but making history.
Terence, was this fight about proving them all wrong or proving yourself right?
Both. Prove the doubters wrong and prove myself right. Like I said, it's a lot of disappointed people, going home tonight. And some of them gonna cry, like I said, but it's part of the sport.
And lastly, I asked you at the press conference the other day, what was your definition of greatness? It came full circle for you by claiming the throne. Now, what is your definition of greatness to you?
You're looking at him.
Congratulations. The whole team.
Terence, congratulations on your victory. With the way you beat Canelo tonight, Spence a couple of years ago, everyone is going to start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. There ain't no need to compare either Floyd or Floyd to me.
You talk the talk and you sure walk the walk. Your confidence and aura is on another level. Could we see a run as a light heavyweight?
No, we ain't going up that much.
Now, would you consider going back down to 154 and face Jaron Ennis, the guy who prepared Canelo Alvarez for this fight?
Nope. I ain't going down 154.
Terence, obviously it was a great show today. I was curious about your entrance, how you came to choose that song in particular to walk out to.
Well, it was part of my outfit. The outfit was inspired by the movie Desperado. As you see, I had the guitar and everything, and my great childhood friend, Rosendo Robles, he was the one that, carried the song out and performed the night. And it was a wonderful night. Like I said, I got Mexicans and Latinos on my side as well. So, it was a beautiful night tonight.
Ilia Topuria walks out to that song in the UFC.
You said what?
Ilia Topuria walks out to that song in the UFC.
Did he? Oh, good. Good for him.
Terence, ready around here. Back. The narrative of this fight was, could your chin stand up to Canelo's power? You took his punches, but to me it seemed you neutralized his biggest shots. I don't know that he hit you with his biggest shot. Do you consider that a greater accomplishment than proving that you have the chin to take the biggest shot?
Goes hand in hand, A lot of people say I don't have no defense. You know, I get hit with these big shots, and you know that's what they was worried about. You know, hey, it's only so much that they can say now.
On the stretch of the fight, we saw Canelo drop his hands at some point, shake his head. It appeared to me like he was mentally being broken. Did you perceive it that way? What did you think was going on in those 11th and 12th round when we saw Canelo seem to stop fighting for seconds?
Yeah, he was definitely frustrated, you know, because what he was trying to do wasn't working. And when he get hit, you know, he's just like, man, you know, he shook his head like, can't believe I got hit with that.
And the last one for me, where do you rate Canelo amongst your opponents? I mean, you're speaking about it as it was an easy night, you've been hit harder. Where do you put him on the list of your most difficult opponents?
I'm not saying it was an easy night. By far, it wasn't easy. You know, it just looked like that, but it definitely wasn't easy. He's definitely, you know, at the top of my opponents that I faced for sure.
Are you open to a rematch?
And I'm open to wherever. You know, like I said, I'm gonna sit back, enjoy my victory with my team, and you know, I had my birthday in 2 weeks. Since I'm old, everyone.
Thank you for a great night, an incredible performance. Congratulations.
Yeah.
It's Andres L from ESPN. We did a story on you talking about how competitive you are and you will win. Did you feel like you had to dig deep in this fight, or did you feel like Canelo, you just kind of took the fight out of him early? He wasn't able to be as competitive as he wanted to be.
No, I think, you know, he was trying to be competitive, but he respect my power, you know, and he respect my boxing ability and things like that. And I think what was frustrating him the most is, you know, all his big shots, I was blocking and, you know, catching the counter. So I think that was really, you know, a big factor in why he was frustrated.
I think you said a lot, but when you're going to say, I told you so, and you want to relish the victory, it's now at the time to tell everybody, once again, I told you so.
Oh, well, they know. The ones that doubted me, they know. I don't have to say I told you so or rub it in their face. You know, they know and they see it. And you know, this is right here is I told you so. Right here.
Terence right here.
Terence right here.
Terence right here in the middle. Max Kellerman calls you the GOAT of this era in the post fight. After everything you've been through, man, what was like hearing those words?
Hey, listen, like I said, the great things come to those who wait. You know, the cream always rise to the top. All the time that they blocked me out, they said I wasn't fighting nobody, I can't beat this dude, I can't beat that dude. Every time that I got a chance, I wiped the floor with him. So just imagine where I would have been at today if I had got them opportunities a long time ago. But then again, it wasn't my time. My time is now. I'm happy that everything played out the way it did. And you're looking at the undisputed champion of the world right now.
Terence, William King, Omaha, Nebraska. I gotta